Alright, so I've got a fair bit of work done on the Escort. Still got a fair bit more to do. I'm still waiting on a tool so I can finish doing all of the bead rolls around the intercooler piping. Without that tool, I can't really do it very nicely. But in the meantime, I've bought another car. This one's going to be a bit of a fun one, a cheap one, something I can thrash on and have heaps of fun with. So let's have a look. She's not much. She needs a fair bit of work. Need to do the brake master, front wheels, intake hose. Needed a battery. Needs a fair bit of work. Yeah, we got it real cheap, and the idea is this thing's just going to be a cheap drift car that we can just thrash on. If we hit a wall, it doesn't really matter too much. We just want it to be mechanically really good and fix things as they break with hopefully stronger parts and find out what exactly we need. But for now, we're trying to build this thing for $2,500 and take it out for a day of drifting. So let's have a look at it. Yeah, here it is. E36 compact. It's pretty rough, but pretty clean as well, I guess. 318 Ti. Got it cheap. 5-speed manual. Already ripped the airbags and shit out of it. Starts, runs, drives. Needs a brake master. Pedal goes straight to the floor. The plan with this one's going to be just to strip it out, weld the diff, take it drifting. Ordered gas struts for it already. I'll start by cleaning the engine bay. It's pretty grotty in here. Should all come off pretty easy and come up pretty clean. Pretty bad down in there as well. Probably got some oil leaks. Already started stripping out the interior. That's it. Let's keep going. How these things come off. Fill up. There we go. I'm going to pull this tape off though. Yeah, definitely going to have to replace all these hoses. They're all split. That's probably why it doesn't start the first time, every time. So, cool. Chuck some WD on it. Alright. There. Jump on the other side, check. Yep. Beautiful. Look at that. It's not on there yet. I'd have bought one. So far we've done the wheels. Just put M series wheels on the front, so we've got a spare set of stockies for the rear, and obviously them ones as well. So a couple of skidders. Stripped out the interior, gave it a good wash and a good gurney, keeping the most of the front. Next video, gonna chuck a steering wheel on it. Also need to make up some door cards. Not sure when we're gonna do that. Done a fair bit under the bonnet as well. Replaced the gas struts because they were gone. Replaced this hose because it was all ripped. Replaced this hose because it was all ripped. Replaced all the hoses coming off the injectors, which go to that hose. Not sure what they do, but they're good now. Cleaned up the engine bay. Replaced the master cylinder because it was stuffed. Now it's working good. I've also given it an oil change. Changed the oil filter. In the next video, we're going to weld up the diff, and we're also going to do the power steering mod where you take that little restrictor valve out of the 19mm banjo bolt, and also have a look and see if we have a DCV on the clutch, a delayed clutch valve, which we just need to drill out with a drill bit so that when we take our foot off the clutch, it fully engages straight away instead of that delay that these things have. Hopefully we do have one, because the clutch is a bit shit and it's not going to be fun to drift with the clutch that's in it. So fingers crossed that fixes a little bit. Please just give me a like, a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this E36 drifting thing. I do want to do it a lot more often and do a lot more mods on the car to make it perfect for drifting. It's not going to be a road registered car. I'm not going to fall in love with it, but we probably will do a livery eventually and do coilovers and steering lock and all that. So yeah, it should be a pretty interesting build, this one. So yeah, definitely give me a like, a comment, and a subscribe if you can, because it does help a lot.